What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500 and Solana. Lots of interesting things. Not so much has happened over the weekend, but a lot of things we are definitely going to have to talk about. We traded outside our 4-hour chart here on Solana. Again, not really too worried about that. It kind of makes sense here. XRP, we've now confirmed our bottom price floor. We have Ethereum inside a major bull flag. We have Bitcoin inside a major bull flag. And the stock market is consolidating again. I think way too overbought, but I'd love to hear your opinions down in the comments below. We're also going to be looking at this article here talking about how Bitcoin is repeating history, specifically 2016 history, perfectly amid a 350K price prediction. And what this means is that we could see a major run coming very soon. Bitcoin's price chart resembles that of just weeks after the 2016 halving, as it hovers around a local bottom. Key term here. This is very exciting news, and this might mean that this could be one of your last chances to get in on crypto at the lowest point in the market before we start to see major reversals and swings back up, creating history yet again. So I'm excited to go over all this stuff super quickly, guys. If you guys want to get in on all my trades before they hit the market, then make sure to check out my Patreon, which is linked down in the description. If you get my Patreon, you'll get trades before they come out, either on my YouTube channel and before I post them on FAIRDESK, which is where we're going to be posting copy trades, which is going to be super cool. I just joined FAIRDESK and testing them out. I do like them, and it's where I can post my trades after I make them here. So make sure to join FAIRDESK with the link down in the description below so you can check out and follow along with my trades. Here's my username, so you can literally just go to copy trade, and check out Crypto TV right here. I have deposited money and I'm waiting for my conservative trades to take off. And what that means is we have to wait for Bitcoin to break through its price ceiling. And same thing goes with Ethereum here. We're looking at XRP and Solana as well, but we haven't seen any major runs just yet. So soon we'll be able to capitalize on them, but they are sitting on the back burner for right now though. But I'm excited to talk about everything that's going on in today's episode. So with that being said, smash that like button, turn up post notifications, subscribe, join FAIRDESK down below and my Patreon, and let's get into today's episode. So guys, check out what exactly is going on with the markets here. When we look at XRP, this is the main focal point here. We've been looking at XRP and we've been forming some symmetrical triangles, and as well as tracking some new technical indicators here. And you'll notice here that within this here, we do have this downtrend, and then we are starting to consolidate, fill in this gap here, and at some point or another, we are going to be breaking through it, and it's going to be a very aggressive but short-term play nonetheless. This just started to form this back in mid-April here. Now we're into May, but you can start to see that we are creating higher lows and lower highs, and we're starting to create what appears to be a new symmetrical triangle. What I mean by that is each time we fall, it is higher than the last time we fell. Notice each time we fell, it's higher than the last. Bottom support right here, 49 cents. Now we're at 49.9. Now we're at 50. And you can see each time we head up, it's lower than the last here. So we're now creating major resistances on the top. We now formed definitely an uptrend here. We don't have a secured price ceiling just yet, but there is one nonetheless that is forming here. So as we fill in this gap, we are going to have to make a decision fairly soon as we start to continue this movement here. We do have an uptrend. This is definitely a solid one here. So if we do decide to break through it, we'll notice short. But ideally, we don't know just yet with certainty this top price ceiling. You could take a risk, a little leap of faith if we confirm closure above here. Then maybe we can capitalize off a run, potentially head even higher up. That's going to be a bit tough to do. But when I do decide to make that trade, I'll have it all up on those websites where I post my trades here. But that's really where I expect to see market movements within XRP on the daily. If I scale back, you can see we are just kind of consolidating again. And if I jump to the weekly, you can see where we're kind of having some sort of a problem zone here. Right now, we're just kind of consolidating. We created these higher low patterns. We got rejected consistently off moving average here. And now we're just kind of floating. We're kind of freestyling and floating, holding on to this support that we have. But for the most part, we're not really seeing much major movements here as we continue to trend somewhere inside the symmetrical triangle or somewhere inside this moving average. We got rejected out of here. And since then, we've had a tough time breaking back into it. And it's unfortunate because there's nothing that screams like, oh, we're going to continue to head up just yet. We haven't broken through the previous low that we had here, so we are still on some sort of uptrend. But again, it's nothing that's like, oh, this is a good time to be buying in. We don't have a resistance here. I don't have a support to draw. Like, nothing screams, okay, this is like the accuracy that we're looking at here. Maybe there's something along the lines of this. Maybe, hopefully you guys can see this. Maybe if I delete some of these indicators here, you'll get a better overview of what exactly it is that I'm referring to. But for the most part, we pretty much just consolidated out of everything. Check this out. Here's kind of this new pattern that maybe is accurate. I don't even like it, to be honest with you here. If I scale this a little bit lower, maybe it's something along the lines of here. But again, nothing that I would reference as a means of trading here. So it's really just focusing on the daily charts and seeing how exactly we're playing around with this price ceiling, playing around with this downtrend here, and reacting with the symmetrical triangle. So the main focus really comes down to this symmetrical triangle here, and it's too small, which means I really want to just put XRP on the back burner. And I know that's a problem, but we have to look at other cryptocurrencies, especially now we have to look at them with everything happening and consolidating in the market. We have to look for new opportunities to buy in and trade. And that's really what I want to talk about with this article that came out on Cointelegraph. Bitcoin repeats 2016 history perfectly amid 350K price prediction. And this is what I've been saying for days now on the channel, and hopefully you guys have been listening here, but Bitcoin is replicating the same path as it did after the 2016 Bitcoin halving, and this is why it's so freaking important. With one indicator signaling it may be nearing its local bottom, and another indicating it could reach 350K during the peak of this cycle, according to crypto traders, Bitcoin has repeated 2016 history perfectly, offering a downside wick below the bottom of its current reaccumulation range within a 3-week window after the halving. So you can see here, Bitcoin has repeated it. And you'll notice if I zoom in here, the reference point here. So I don't see where he drew a halving. This could be the halving, actually. The straight up and down line is the halving, or around there. No, because April 15th wasn't the actual halving point here, but you can just see, yeah, that's what he's referencing here. So with this halving back in 2016, we started to correct downwards here. And guess what happened after that? Major run to the upside. You can see we have these, consistent breaks as that led up to the halving. And look at 2024. Here's where the halving led up to it. So here's the pre-halving. Here's the key right here. Pre-halving. Then we have last pre-halving retrace, which is the circle that we're currently in, and then we have post-halving danger zone, and then we have the post-halving reaccumulation, and then parabolic upside is in green. So it's very similar in regards to what has happened back into the 2016 halving to what is happening now. He didn't reference the 2021, which is whatever, and it's fine, but I really do believe that we typically do see this correction that's taking place at this moment, which is what we're currently in. We have this reaccumulation period right here and the danger zone of correction. We're pretty much leaving that danger zone of correction actually as I speak, and what comes after that is we start to rally upwards here, and that's what we're going to look for very soon. I truly believe this is just it's not a coincidence. This is just a point of this pre-halving the post-halving retrace correction followed by runs to the upside. So you can see here, Rect highlighted Bitcoin is currently in the last pre-halving retrace stage, which once it's passed in 2016, so a 50% spike just 6 months later. However, the price drawdown from the all-time high measures a decline in the peak, blah, 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 blah. And you can see here, this shows the historical price behavior of Bitcoin. When the value is at 0, Bitcoin is making a new all-time high. Remarkably, this period of new all-time highs consistently lasts about 320 days in green based on history. We can say this bull market will end in January of 2025, which I totally agree with here. And do we see a 0? Yeah, we just retested a 0, and he's saying that it lasts a current of 320 days. And because we retested a 0 right here, Bitcoin drawdown from all-time high, because we already retested it, it lasts a long time. Notice these are each during the halving phases here, 2017, 2018, 2020 to 2022. These are the halving phases that have happened here. And this is now just the subtle start, which will take into 2025, as I've been explaining consistently here. And this cycle would mean $175,000 to $350,000 Bitcoin price in just 9 months from today, which is huge. So that's big indicators of what I've been referencing here, that this is not uncommon and that this is the start of a reversal that's coming in the markets very soon. And we're going to see that take place in a lot of these other cryptos. So looking at Bitcoin now, you can see it is just the start. This is the small retrace that's taking place before we continue to pile on. And we're going to be able to capitalize on it once we break through this major downtrend. This is really it. This would then start the accumulation and the run to the upside here. Since we re-hit all-time highs, this is all-time highs for Bitcoin back here in March of 2024, March 14th, we've now started to form a colossal lower high, lower low retrace, a bull flag. And once we confirm closure outside the downtrend in yellow, we'll continue that bull flag to the upside. We will see a break and a rally to the upside, and it is only a matter of time. Same thing goes with Ethereum here. Major bull flag forming right here, filling in this gap beautifully. And sooner or later, we're going to confirm closure above that major resistance, and we will rally to the upside here. We've drawn it out. It is only a matter of time now. And if you're not in it and you're not with it, you're going to lose. And it's simply put, once we confirm closure outside of here, I'll be posting those trades on Patreon. I'll be posting these trades on Ethereum, on FAIRDESK, and we'll capitalize off this run. As for XRP, we're going to have to, wait patiently here. I do believe Solana is due to a run. We just were kind of playing around here, being patient, so I'm going to remove that. But nonetheless, we are in an uptrend. I want to go back to the 4-hour. Maybe there's some sort of new indicator that I kind of brushed over. I'm not really seeing one. Now, so it's mainly just focusing on the daily charts for right now, and you can see we are in an uptrend. We do have this beautiful yellow uptrend here that we've been holding on to. We broke out of a bull flag, and here we are we're going to start to scale higher. It's only a matter of time before we head higher nonetheless here. So keep this all in the back of your head, because movements to the upside will come before you know it, and we will see a pretty significant rally on all of these major cryptos. S&P already opened up today in red. There's a good chance we are going to reject. I do think we're overbought. I think we're a little bit too afloat, but we'll see what happens. But with all that being said, smash that like button. Make sure to join FAIRDESK with that link down in the description below. Subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.